I'm feeling anxious about this climb. 3 years ago, our tents were destroyed in a windstorm on this mountain, and we had to retreat in survival mode. This time, I have the reassuring company of my oldest friend and climbing buddy, Bert Falk. Here he is at the entrance to the TB Motel. I kept a journal to help me remember the details. I'm off for the flight to Hilton Base Camp. It won't be long until we'll be pulling our own loads up the hill. The Hilton Base has a new resident manager and a new tent. Here are 8 of the 9 people in our crew. They're identified at the end of the video. Sadly, Marjorie had to fly back because her dad had become very ill. Setting up at base camp and loading up for our first carry. In this great wilderness, our camps look pretty insignificant. I've been pressed into service to shovel out a tent platform. We made carries up Squirrel Hill here to cache supplies at 12,500 feet. Camp 3 at 11,200 feet is in a secure location with ample supplies. Bert and I have brought paperback books. This is fortunate because substantial storms with high winds pin us down for 6 nights. A rope journey to the latrine is a complicated, unpleasant affair. The snow cave we built here provides shelter for cooking. Finally, we can dig out, retrieve gear that is blown away, and move to our next camp at 14,200 feet. A spare ski pole, some duct tape, and baling wire, and we have a repaired pack. Arriving at the 14,200 foot level, we see Dr. Peter Hackett's red medical tents. Also of note is a Park Service toilet dubbed the Throne, a poorly concealed box over a crevasse to entomb our waste for posterity. Discomforting for the modest among us. We'll spend 3 nights at this 14,000 foot camp, resting and carrying supplies up this slope to 16,000 feet. Back in camp, we met Sarah Doherty, who had just made the summit despite having only 1 leg. Frostbitten, she spent 5.5 days at 17,000 feet and above. Amazing determination and courage. Finally, we make our ascent to our camp at 17,200 feet. I note in my journal that we are passed on the steep slope by an impolite German group, unroped using only ski poles no ice axes. We reach our 17,000 foot camp. Up at 3 a.m., we leave our camp for the summit at 9:45, making Denali Pass in about 3 hours. Skip dropped out at about 18,500. Bert and I congratulate each other on the summit. We made the summit at about 5:45, a pretty average time. We descended to the 18,500 foot level, where Skip told us that a member of the German party had just fallen to his death. They had descended this treacherous section unroped, without ice axes for self-arrest. The official report in the American Alpine Club's Accidents in American Mountaineering places the blame squarely on the illegal guide Zehetleitner's dangerous leadership practices. We were given this Park Service booklet outlining safe practices on Denali climbs. We were confident that we would be able to descend to Hilton Base, so we gave away much of our food at the 14,200 foot camp. We heard that there were about 30 people waiting for a flight from base to Talkeetna, so we opted to make camp at 7,600 feet. Bad choice. We were stuck for another 4-day storm with very little food. Here's our tent mate Bill eating his only meal for the day. We had to frequently dig out as our tents became completely buried. The storm over, we hiked 4 hours to base camp. Ravenously hungry, we uncovered our food cache and I ate the most delicious thing I've ever eaten, a hard-boiled egg. Talkeetna never looked so good. It had a restaurant, and we gorged on pizza and ice cream.